This is our problem, graffiti. This graffiti artist, better known as Plain Quick, even though he spells it Plan Quick, is now spraying on a local man's shed, which he has been doing for about 6 weeks. As you can see, he's covered up the whole shed in his graffiti. The owner of this shed is not very pleased. Graffiti or street art can be put on walls by stencils and spray cans. They first cut out their shape and then spray it onto the wall or shed in this case. The reason they do it is because they say it's a quick way to get detailed drawings onto a wall. That is a quote from Banksy himself. Now this shed is covered. First, this graffiti artist has sprayed over it so he has a clean surface to work on. This is a stencil, one of the ones that he has cut out. He has used Montana Grove Gold spray paint in 3 different colours in order to create a multicoloured stencil. He is spraying it onto a plain surface in order to be able to see it. He also sprays it onto canvases and anything he can find. The result, a multicoloured stencil of a cat's face, a cartoon cat's face. This is Plain Quick interviewing him. He prefers to keep his face hidden underneath his hood. First question, why did you start doing it?
Well, my mum and dad kind of split up. I was getting a bit angry with that. I was getting a bit bullied at school and I didn't really want to get bullied anymore, so I started drawing on pieces of paper. And then my uncle introduced me to the spray paint. I had no clue how to use it and he showed me. I started using it just to let out my anger, you could say that.
Okay. Why do you do it?
So it kind of brings out my imagination, it just makes my imagination come out and it relaxes me a bit.
I see. What do you think it gives to the community of Chalfonts?
A better look.
What do you mean by that?
Because you can't really have just boring walls and that. You got to make them look good.
I can see what you've done with this wall, or shed.
Yeah, there's another graffiti artist, the one round there and here. It's called Copycat. He's quite a good one too.
And final question, would you like to have walls which you are allowed to graffiti on?
Yes, that would be awesome.
And how big would they have to be?
They would be quite big because people like Banksy and all the other people like Wizard and Yandy and Padlock can do bigger pieces with their work.
Okay, thank you for letting me interview you. Anything else you would like to say?
Bye.
We are now interviewing Mrs. Turner, who has had her property vandalised by graffiti. The husband did not want to talk to us because he is so angry, so we are talking to his wife. How do you feel that people can just come along and graffiti on your shed?
I think it's an absolute liberty. It's against my human rights. They've messed up my shed. I now have to look at an absolute eyesore every single day.
What human rights would you say it takes away?
Well, it just makes me feel really sickened that they somehow have violated, that they've come into my garden and done this without my knowledge. Really, really shocked.
Would you much prefer to have walls which are made for graffiti, which would lead them away from your shed?
Exactly, yeah. I think that'd be an excellent idea. I think there should be designated areas where they can graffiti. I think done correctly and done well under supervision, it can look really nice. But when somebody randomly writes anything and on my property, that's not good.
But the graffiti artists themselves said that boring walls should be decorated and should be colourful. Do you agree with that?
No, I don't. I think some people want a plain wall. I think there is a place for street art, but it's not in my back garden.
So, if graffiti artists were to ask for permission and they say you said no, which you would probably, and he didn't graffiti on your shed, you would be pleased?
As long as where it was graffiti was, if I'd said yes to it, fine. If I haven't, then they shouldn't do it.
Thank you for letting me interview you. Okay. Right, I am here to talk about the fake wall, which our graffiti artist, Plain Quick, said that would be a great idea. Basically, you take a piece of land, sorry I'm having to use Legos, and then we plonk a wall there. Now this wall is legal to graffiti on. The graffiti artist comes along and spray paints on it, and then you basically wash it off, and then more people can come along and graffiti on it, and he didn't get in trouble. And as he said, it keeps him out of trouble. He was very angry. He turned to spray painting instead of violence. So he didn't get any violence in the town. And they're allowed to spray paint here. Give some creativity to the community. I think it would be a good idea. He thinks it would be a good idea. So that's it.